illusions. Illusions. This machine works using
illusions,
lies, deceptions, halls of mirrors, trickery. This matrix uses tricks,
illusions,
deceptions, programming. They present to you the illusions of power, the illusions of control, the illusions of gods, rulers, masters. False gods, false deities,
false angels,
false spirit guides.
illusions.
They pretend they know all.
They pretend to read minds.
They pretend to see all there is.
They lie.
They deceive.
Illusions
Their power.
is an illusion.
They rule by illusion.
Deception.
Lies.
They lie
They rely.
on trickery. Illusions.
Spiritual lies.
Spiritual crimes.
Illusions.
They can never own my mind or my spirit.
Illusions. I am a free, magical.
Eternal being.
I will not be deceived by their
Hello. Hello. Illusions. The illusion of power. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. It's good to have you here. I wonder how many will make it till the end of this video. A lot of people don't make it to the end. They watch 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. That seems to be the limit for a lot. Their attention span runs out. YouTube analytics shows that. And I know baby truthers would say that's all fake. Everything's rigged. That's the way they view it. As though everybody's watching everything through. I just don't buy it. I observe most people in this realm. They don't have an attention span. They don't have focus. They're incapable of watching something and learning. They're not driven to learn. They don't get excited about learning. They're bored with learning and they love to gobble up lies. That's most in this realm. As for illusions, this realm is built on lies, deceptions, illusions, trickery, conspiracies, psyops. That's the lifeblood of this place. That's the fuel and the oil running the machine. I know most in this realm don't see it that way. And then again, most baby truthers would just get paranoid. They react in such a way that I wish I'd never shared anything with them because of their reactions. They're not stable. They start accusing good spirits of all sorts of crimes with no evidence. Paranoid baby truthers. That's why I don't want to deal with them. I haven't wanted to deal with them for many years in this realm. I think they're worse than most normies. They're beings I don't want to be around. They're undeserving of what I'm sharing. All they do is get paranoid. They're not thinkers. They're paranoid false accusers. And they're doing exactly what this realm wants them to do. They're fulfilling their role perfectly. They're agents of Team Evil, whether they're aware of it or not. This is a tricky place. This is not a simple realm. It's not simple. And I know humans crave what's simple. It's why so many of you want to run away and buy land somewhere, and you believe you'll be free if you just get land outside of a city. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You're still in a hell realm. You're still in a sewer matrix. They can do whatever they want to you. They can write new laws. They can storm your place. They can take your land and home. They can spray you, the air above you, and your food, your vegetables, whatever you're growing. They can poison your food, your air, your water. They already do. Where are you going to go? See, that's the thing. You don't want to stand against evil. You want to run and hide. You want to find a cave somewhere. That's what humans do. Humans are cowards for the most part. And you show it. You want a homestead off the grid. People do all this stuff. You want the illusion of freedom and safety and no one bothering you. There's nowhere to go. They can bother you anywhere you go, to the most remote regions on earth. You're not free anywhere in hell realm. You're still in a hell realm, even if you have land, money, a boat, a yacht, a summer home, an island, a this, a that, a this, a that. You can't buy your way out of hell realm. You can't lie your way out of hell realm. You can't do it. A lot of you are using all the wrong tactics. So be it. A lot of you on YouTube lie on these other channels, these shit channels that call themselves truthers. They say that these entities are all powerful, that there's no defeating them. They say that they know every thought we have. Where's your evidence of that? They say it's all recorded, that they read your mind. Where's your evidence? And they'll say, Stephen, haven't you studied a life review? Yeah, hundreds of them. I've studied hundreds of NDEs with life reviews. Well, then you know, they show you. Well, that could be a trick. And you're all excited, thinking you're proving me wrong. But I'm saying things you've never thought of. You don't know everything, baby truthers. You're not in pursuit of truth. You just love to prove me wrong. That's your motivation. And you still can't do that. You can't do that. You ever heard of mind control? You ever heard of deep sleep, MK Ultra, psychic driving experiments done at universities, colleges in America and Canada, including a teaching hospital in Montreal? Did you ever hear that? Does that mean that those people walking around are all-powerful entities and mind readers? No. They had technology to use on people. They did experiments on people. And I suspect that's what's going on with humanity. Now, a lot of you dummies want to believe that these entities are all-powerful. If they're all-powerful, how the fuck am I able to speak like this and say anything about them? Why wouldn't they shut me down? Why wouldn't they just hit a switch and end me and stop me and silence me? Well, maybe they can't. Have you ever considered other possibilities? This is what frustrates me. The narrow vision, the narrow-mindedness of truthers. And they'll say, well, I'm an open-minded, Stephen. You don't want to consider Crater Earth and all this meaningless shit. You have a narrow view. You don't have a big picture view. You don't say to yourself, there's other possibilities. That they don't have every thought that we think all day long. that they're not reading our mind all day long, that we're not complete automaton video game player NPC slaves like these channels are now pushing on YouTube. It's ridiculous what they push, but that people believe it. And that's why I don't like baby truthers. You're not critical thinkers. You're followers. You're paranoid little pissant followers. And you envy and hate ones that can think more than you can, like me. That's where your hatred comes from. It's based in envy. It's out of envy that you get hatred towards me. Because you can't think the way I do. You can't do it. You can't come up with ideas and videos and new ideas and original ideas and insights year after year after year, day after day, the way I do. You're not like me. You can only copy what I've put out. That's all you can do. And try to slightly reword a little bit of it. And the rest of it's word for word. Stolen from me. And then when you're caught, you get angry and hateful. You belong here, you creatures. This is your realm. You're not like me. I see many possibilities for what's going on here, including how they're able to do a life review. They're able to trick us that, oh, we're reading your mind. I don't believe that. I think what they're doing is using some kind of parlor trick to get us out of body when we have lots more, we'll call them gifts or abilities, superpowers, spiritual powers, using that to show them. They have a trick so that we show them parts of our life. And the people that experience these NDEs often think, well, they read my mind or they went in and did all this. I think you're part of it. I think they tricked you. And they trick you into believing that they see all, that we're powerless. We aren't. I never felt powerless as a child when I saw these entities. I think a lot of you want to be slaves, humans. You want to be powerless. You want to be ruled. You want rulers, masters, gods above you. And you want that for eternity. And that's your idea of heaven, being ruled and praising a god forever and ever. Singing praises to some being that created a fucking hell realm full of disease and suffering children. Your idea of heaven is going there praising it for eternity, singing praises to it. That's not my idea of heaven, by the way. My idea of paradise would begin by taking that monstrous fucking thing by the back of its head or its hair and shoving its face in the lake of fire that it claims to have created and burning its face right off. That's how my paradise would begin. Because I'd have to get rid of evil before I could enjoy a paradise. I know most of you don't understand that logic because most humans on earth don't understand logic. So hundreds of you will come to this video. Hundreds will watch this, most likely. Possibly thousands. Most of you won't understand it because you're not against evil the way I am. And you prove it. You accept, beyond tolerate evil. You accept it, tolerate it. Often cases, you approve it. You approve of evil. You follow evil. Oftentimes you support evil. Emotionally, financially, you defend it. You'll defend sex offenders, murderers on here. Felons galore running YouTube channels. You defend them. Hundreds of thousands of you that call yourselves truthers. So I see what you are. I don't just see what this realm is. I'm calling you out, and I've been doing it more than anyone else I've ever seen on YouTube that has called out the baby truthers and fake truthers. More than anyone I've ever seen in the past 10, 12 years on YouTube. Anywhere. Because I think most of you are shit. I think you're immoral. I think you stand with evil. You claim to be truthers, but you're liars. You hear, see, believe, and repeat lies. You repeat after evil. You watch evil channels. You worship them. You idolize them. That's what you do. Now, as far as illusions go, that's how they rule, by illusions, lies, deceptions. Trick after trick. It isn't just one trick. And that's where liars like Matt McKinley come in and say, well, you live all this life and learn all this stuff and see through all this, and it's just one trick at the end of a light. He tries to minimize it and misrepresent it as just trick by the light, Wayne Bush, because he doesn't research. There's many tricks. It isn't just a light tunnel trick. There's many tricks that happen during death while the person's still in the body, while the spirit's still in the body, on your deathbed. They come trying to deceive you. Not just with ones that look like deceased relatives. Could be Satan, Lucifer, or who you think is that coming to you. They try to pretend that they're more powerful than you. If they're so much more powerful, why would they need lies, tricks, deceptions? Why would they need illusions? Why not just force us to be what they want, enslave us like cattle locked up on the way to a slaughterhouse or in a cage? Animals in cages. They don't do that, though. For the most part, they rely on illusions, deceptions, lies, trickery, programming, because they aren't all powerful entities, and they can't read our minds. They don't know everything. They don't know my whole life, my wishes, desires, dreams, not just dreams and sleep, daydreams, dreams of living in a paradise, a realm far better than this, immeasurably better. They don't know all of my plans. They don't know all of what's up my sleeve. They don't have it all figured out. They don't have me completely read. I'm still unpredictable. I don't play chess like a robot or an AI. There's an element of surprise. I'm not an AI. There's an element of surprise. And you'll see what I mean. Some of you will see what I mean when you're facing me. You're letting on in the meantime, oh, I'm your friend, Stephen. I love your channel. And in the end, you'll be standing against me with evil. And you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean when I say that I have surprises, that I'm unpredictable. You don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't told you. It's not paranoia. It's based on hundreds of betrayals on here and a pattern of it with humans. I know what you are. I know what you're capable of doing. I've seen you. I've experienced betrayal from you. I know most humans are not loyal. In terms of loyalty, it wouldn't make the top 100 list of what most of you value. Most of you on earth are fucked up. You're demonic. You're not just tricked by entities. You're following evil. You're supporting it. You're defending it. You'll get angry at me for exposing evil and calling it out. You show me what you are. Whether you realize it or not, you're showing me. And I see you. Some of you are just blind. You think, oh, he doesn't see. Oh, I see more than you assume. More than you assume. I knew some of you were going to betray me months before you did. I even said in some cases, some will be leaving soon. Some will be leaving here soon. And I even said, I'm going to push some away. And I meant the bad ones, the ones that don't belong, the ones that are fake and pretending to be my friend and loyal to me, and they're not. I have spiritual eyes. And I don't think most of you know what that means. You're thinking, oh, he's going around. You don't know what I mean. You don't know what I mean by spiritual eyes, spiritual vision. I doubt most of you know what I mean or understand what I mean. You pretend to. Humans always do that. They'll never say, I don't understand. They'll say, I understand you. I understand. They just pretend. Most of you are fake on earth. You fake it. You're phony. You pretend to understand when you don't. You don't want a deeper understanding, most humans. They'd rather pretend they understand things that they don't. That's the way humans are. The illusions and tricks and lies don't stop when your body dies. They step up. It's another thing that most truthers think, well, at least when I die, I get out of here. At least when I die, I get the truth. When I go to the other side with Darius, and it's all the other side. What he calls the other side is most likely the astral realm or the astral plane. It's just another level within this matrix. That's all it is. Whether you want to see it as a step up, a step down, I don't care how you see it. Level with this. Humans get caught up in those kind of details. There could be millions of levels here in different frequencies in this same matrix. And a lot of you would be fooled by that because some feel a little bit better. Some feel a lot better. And you have abilities there that you don't have here because you have a governor on you. So you have an illusion of freedom which is all most of you crave in reality. I don't believe that most humans crave true freedom and want to be outside of the entire matrix, judging by what I see. You follow Archaics, Darius J. Wright, Eric Dubay, all these types of channels. Way more on those channels than on my channel. You don't want the truth. You want the illusion of freedom. And that's part of why illusions work here. Because humans are satisfied with illusions. Just like in the Matrix, Cypher would be satisfied with the illusion of freedom. He wanted to be someone with money, someone he said, very important, a VIP, someone important, respected. He was tasting the steak, saying how real it tastes, and he couldn't tell. It wasn't real, but the illusion was good enough for him. Satisfactory for him to betray his friends. He wanted to go back into the Matrix and never remember. That's what he wanted. He wanted the illusion. Now, they were showing you something in that movie, and a lot of people don't get it. They'll just put down Cypher. They won't look around and go, wait a second, that's most people. That's most truthers. They're satisfied with lies and illusions and shit channels and shills and felons and sex offenders as their heroes, as their idols, as their big truthers running channels. The famous truthers that get all the interviews on YouTube and all the acclaim and fame and money as well, enough to buy homes and vehicles. That's what you support. You support the illusion, the fake truthers, the fakes, the felons, the demons, the liars, the shills. That's reality. And their chat rooms are full, and they have thousands watching their live streams, and they have hundreds of thousands of subs, and some of you just keep lying to me. You keep shaking your heads and saying, no, you just keep lying. You can't face the truth. So I'm not going to trust you. I don't trust liars. I don't trust people that shake their head no when they're shown truth. Most of you humans are content and satisfied and prefer illusions and liars to truth speakers. Congratulations, you're not lost in this realm. You're in the perfect place. You're in a realm of liars and illusions and fakes and phonies and frauds and shills and demons. You're in the perfect place. So don't cry about it. Don't whine about it. And most of you, like Benedictine and many, many others that I've shown you on YouTube, are just whining and crying because they don't have money. If they had money to buy cars and homes and not have to work, they wouldn't even be making YouTube videos calling it a hell realm and saying their life sucks. Essentially, it's just them whining about how their life, individual life, sucks. That's all. Because most of you humans don't care about evil. You don't care about morality, what's right and wrong. You're not in it to fight evil. You just are crying because your life sucks all over YouTube. Now, I'm not saying that about my moderators and my team. There's a relatively rare few exceptions. But for the most part, I see most people are completely self-centered in this realm. If their life is good, they don't give a fuck about anyone else. And if their life isn't good, they'll call it a hell realm just because they don't have as much. They're not a millionaire. And they don't have homes, and they have to work, and they're tired, and they don't like working, and they're lazy, and they're whiny and bitchy. That's all. And they get followed by people because people relate to that low level of crying, whining, bitching, complaining about their life and how their life sucks, and they don't like it here. That's all they do. They make video after video. There's channels like that. Every fucking video they put out is like that. And that satisfies humans. It's simple. It's not difficult to understand what humans like. Humans don't like to think. They don't want to read even a page. They'll just skim over the headline or the title of a video, and they'll believe they have it all figured out. And you don't. You have to watch the video. I wonder how many have watched this far into this video. The illusions and lies and trickery don't end. Death doesn't end it. Death doesn't end life. So in that respect, death is an illusion. It's a trick. You're taught that that's it. It's over. It isn't. Just a transition. Your spirit, your energy, your consciousness, your essence of what you are leaves this meat suit, and you carry on. So they want you to be shocked that there's more. They want you to be shocked that, oh, I'm still alive. There's my body, but I'm here. Because they want you to believe you're just a body. You're just a meat suit. That's a trick. And it's a control mechanism. And that's how this place works. And then when you're out of body, they try to trick you. How are they going to make you feel pain if you don't have a body? They can't give you a heart attack. They can't give you pain in your liver. They can't even give you acid reflux or a headache. You don't have a head. You don't have a stomach or stomach acid. You don't have a liver or a heart or kidneys or a pancreas or even a toe to stub. You have what's kind of like an energy body when you're out of your physical meat suit body, is what I'm speaking about. Now, is that the final form of your body? I don't know. I suspect it probably isn't. That's my suspicion. Why? Based on how this realm works. It's like an onion. It's layers and layers of deceptions. You keep peeling it and peeling it and peeling it. Yeah, have you ever done that? Rather than slicing an onion, just peeling the dead skin and then peeling the little thin layers of skin. There's more and more and more and more. There's more than you'd think. You start doing it. There's a lot of layers. So your spiritual body or energy body, light body, whatever you want to call it, once you're out of the meat suit, might not be your final form. Your final form, or your original form, we might say, can be realized out of the matrix, not just out of the body in whatever level you're at. You have to get out of the entire matrix. You have to leave the matrix into the great unknown. It's good to practice seeing through lies, deceptions, illusions while you're here. This place, as I said in the song, is a hall of mirrors with distortions, like funhouse mirrors. Some make you look wide, some stretch you out, make you look twice as tall, and you look weird. This place is weird and tricky. It isn't simple. You're in a tricky place. People don't like that because it's true. That's why. Most people will do anything to avoid thinking in this realm, which is why you're not going anywhere. The beings that don't think. They don't want to use their consciousness. There are videos on my channel, especially on my Odyssey channel, showing Star Trek and Archon's illusions. I covered various episodes from different series. The Next Generation, I think I covered. Voyager, a Star Trek movie. The original Star Trek pilot episode, the first episode with Captain Pike before Captain Kirk, and Archon trickery. And they do show you that they use trickery. They show you in Hollywood. They show you in movies, TV shows, some books, comic books. They show you. Baby truthers. How come they show us, Stephen? Aren't they afraid of getting caught? Afraid of thinking beings in this realm? Are you kidding me? There's so few in this realm that see anything. They could show you more blatant shit. And most people wouldn't see it even if it was explained to them. Most in this realm don't want to see. They prefer the lies and illusions. And they get very angry when you show them truth or attempt to. They want to cling on to lies. And then a lot of you defend them. Millions of humans defend them. Say, well, they're good. They don't know any better. They're a Scientologist, or they're Jehovah's Witness, or they're a Roman Catholic, or they're a Hindu, or they're Muslim. They're big on Islam, or they're a tiny hat. They live in Israel, and they're not a secular Jew. They believe in the Talmud, but they're not evil, Stephen. All these beings. That's what people argue. They're not evil. They just support almost every evil that goes on in the realm, but you want to say they're not evil. What does that make you? I don't view you as honest at that point. I view you as an evil defender and a liar. That's what a lot of you are. And I know you don't like to hear it. You probably lived a lifetime with nobody telling you this. I don't care if I'm the first. I don't care if it upsets you. I don't care if you're triggered. I care about the truth, not the lies that you want to hear. You all want to be told you're good. But a lot of you support evil. Or you support family members that are evil, or bosses, or friends. You call them friends, and they're good, but they're evil, and they're supporting evil. Hell, you could have a best friend or a sibling poisoning the water in a whole city, and you'd say they're good, though. They're just doing it for a paycheck. Most of you have no morals and ethics. Humanity is what I'm speaking about. On Earth. Most on Earth go along with anything. Nurses would do anything in 2020, just like today, for a paycheck. They won't call it out. They won't stand up and say this is wrong, to force this on people and babies and do this. Almost none of them did. You know, there's millions of nurses in America. Almost none of them stood up. Almost none. Maybe a couple handfuls out of like 5 million nurses. Like the number is minuscule. It's like 0.00001% that actually spoke up and went to the media and said, this is wrong, we shouldn't be doing this. Almost none. And it shows you what RNs and other nurses are. There's various levels and degrees for nursing. They're almost all shit. They almost all went along with evil. They didn't all dance, but lots of them did. And almost none of them called that out and said, oh, that was terrible. They shouldn't do that. That's a bad look. That's just disrespectful to people that are in the hospital dying and loved ones that can't go visit. And it's just shitty all the way around. I didn't hear that from nurses. So I'm showing you something about humanity that you don't want to see. Most of them aren't moral, ethical, good beings. Most of them are evil, or they defend evil, or they silently support evil. They acquiesce, as some love to say on YouTube. I think Kismet Spiral and some others, they feel so smart when they say that. They acquiesce. Anyway, you can follow whatever you want, but you can't force me to see you in ways that you are not. I will see you as you are. If you're an evil piece of shit that defends evil and supports liars and supports this system and says most people aren't demonic, Stephen's nuts, and does all that stuff, I'll see you as you are. Again, I don't care if it hurts your feelings. I don't care if it upsets you. I put the truth first. Your feelings could change hundreds of times in a single day. Your feelings don't determine truth. They don't dictate what is true. Your feelings don't need evidence. Truth has observable evidence. Your feelings change. They shift. They change. They go up and down. They're malleable. Sometimes they go away. Sometimes you felt one thing and the next day you don't feel it at all. So tell me more about your feelings. He hurt my feelings. He said I make videos out of a car, my car. He said this, he said that. He called me a matzo ball super and said my nose is big. Go cry somewhere else. Just don't cry around me. I care about the truth. If your nose is big and I say it's big, deal with it. Big schnoz, big honker, matzo ball super. Most of you in this earth system, in this sewer matrix, can't deal with the truth. You just crybabies. And most so-called truthers are liars. They're insecure. They lie. They gaslight. They're envious. They're immoral. And they get duped in this realm by tricks and illusions. And they're going to get duped on the way out. Congratulations. Congratulations. Be proud of yourself. You don't have to care about the truth the way I do. You don't. You can care about all the other stuff. People's feelings. He said a mean word I didn't like. You can be like that. Go right in the recycling bin with tears in your eyes. That's what you're going to do. I don't respect crybabies that are adults. I don't. If you're a crybaby, stay the fuck away from me. I don't want you. I don't respect you. Don't want you near me. To the rest, to the ones who do care about the truth, that made it this far, thanks for watching. And I do wish you well. I hope that you develop your discernment and see through the illusions and see what's going on here. See that they don't have higher power or ultimate power over you. They're not actually above you. It's an illusion.